Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Gear Hacks. Today I'm going to show you how to remove the aluminum frame from your backpack and easily put it back in. Now in the past, I've discouraged people from removing the frame simply because putting it back in is very difficult. The reason it's difficult is because you don't want the frame moving around in the backpack when you're carrying it. So it's constructed in a way that is very tight and the frame cannot move. If the frame is moving, that's just gonna cause a loss of energy, as it's gonna cause you yourself to put more effort into keeping the pack stable and from shifting. Let's just take a quick look at what an X50 looks like full. As you can see by the video frame height, it pretty much takes up the entire frame. Just keep that in mind for later because we're gonna try and bring the pack down to around this height. I'm just gonna remove the contents that I have in here to fill the pack up. And then I'm going to bring the roll top down and I'm gonna look for the blue zipper, which is going to be right here. And I'm gonna unzip it. So if we just remove it like that, don't completely remove it about 3/4. And then you can see right here, this is where the actual frame is. The frame is right here. I'll pull this back a bit and you can see the frame right here. Now, if you're seeing this tape and you're wondering why you don't have tape there, I just have it noted that this is an X50 frame, just because I have so many frames, I just don't want to get it confused. To remove it, it's very easy. Just go to one corner and pop it off just like this, and the second corner will be that much easier. Slide the frame out like this. Put your lining back in the bag. You can fully zip it if you wish, but for this demo, I'll just keep it quick. I'm just gonna roll it down and do the same technique, clip it at the back, and you can see, back to the video frame reference, we've lost approximately about this much height. There's a large core unit in here right now, which is tops out about here. Ideally, if you just have all your camera gear in there, you can empty the front pocket, you can empty the top. I'm sure you can find room for a few things in there, but basically this is the height you're now going to be dealing with. Much more compact, ideal for carry-on travel. So if we reverse the process, open up the pack, first thing we're going to do is find, there is 2 tubes along this side and this side of the bag. It's really difficult for me to show you those tubes. Perhaps you can see it here, but it's probably dark and shadowy. We're gonna take the frame. Let's just quickly note the frame has a curve to it. This curve is gonna curve into your neck or your shoulder area. We're gonna find a tube with our fingers, put the frame in, go to the other side, find the tube, and push it in. Now, it'll be easy enough to put on one corner, just like that, but the difficulty comes in the second corner. And if you've ever tried this, it's quite difficult, and the more effort you put in, the more frustrating it gets, the more your fingers hurt, the more overall unpleasant experience it is. Now, if you've ever put a tire onto a bicycle rim, you might have had a similar experience. It can really cause some stress on the end of your fingers, but mostly some stress inside of your head. Now, bicycles have these little tools called tire levers. This summer, I did a lot more road biking than I usually do, and I changed my tires a few times. All of those instances that I changed the tires, it was quite stressful to get the tire on the rim properly. During that process, I just had a feeling of familiarity. It was then that I realized that this was just like trying to put a frame back in the backpack. I personally don't take the frame out that much, but then I began playing with this and just seeing how effective this would be with the frame. And I was really happy to discover that it makes this task extremely easy. So I'm gonna demonstrate that to you right now. Now, normally it's a little easier when you're not trying to demonstrate in front of a camera because my body positioning probably isn't the best, but basically you just want to pull it over on one corner, hold it in place, and then go to the next one, Put it in place there. And then you're gonna take your fingers and you're just gonna kind of roll it over just like this, just to make sure it's securely gripped around the frame. And now you're back in business and ready to do some big climbs in the mountains. Hopefully that can help some of you who have maybe an X70, X50, potentially a E35 might be too big for some very strict smaller planes, or some countries in the EU that have tighter restrictions. These generally cost about $5 for 3, maybe $5 to $10, but you really only need to travel with one of them. And you can see it's small, light, simple, and who knows, you know, this one little thing could save you a lot of stress when you travel. And we all know that stress when you travel is never welcome. So once again, I hope that helped, and we'll see you next time. Take care.